Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Riham Nassar. I'm a specialist clinical pharmacist, and today we'll talk about drug-resistant tuberculosis. So let's start our lecture. Drug-resistant TB can occur when the drugs used to treat tuberculosis are misused or mismanaged. Examples of misuse or mismanaged including people do not complete the full course of TB management or treatment. Drugs for proper treatment are not available. Healthcare providers prescribe the wrong treatment as a wrong dose or length of time. Drug-resistant tuberculosis is more common in people who do not take their tuberculosis drugs regularly as patient inadherents. People who do not take all of their TB drugs too, like incomplete management, develop TB disease again after being treated for TB disease in the past as latent TB. Have spent time with someone known to have drug-resistant TB disease. So what are the types? First, we have multi-drug resistant TB, which is caused by TB bacteria that are resistant to at least INH, isoniazid, and rifampicin, and the two most potent TB drugs. These drugs are used to treat all persons with TB disease. Pre-extensively drug-resistant TB, which is the second type, is a type of multi-drug resistant TB caused by TB bacteria that are resistant to INH, isoniazid, rifampicin, and fluoroquinolone, or by TB bacteria that are resistant to INH, rifampicin, and a second-line injectable as amikacin, cabromycin, and kanamycin. Last type we have here is extensively drug-resistant TB. Is a rare type of multi-drug resistant TB caused by tuberculosis bacteria that are resistant to INH and rifampicin, fluoroquinolone, and second-line injectable amikacin and kanamycin, or by TB bacteria that are resistant to INH, rifampicin, fluoroquinolone, and bedaquiline or linezolid. So what are the treatment? We got the treatment from CDC government website. Clinical strategy to build an individualized treatment regimen for multi-drug resistant TB. Build regimen using 5 or more drugs to which the isolate is susceptible or has low likelihood of resistance, preferably with drugs that have not been used to treat the patient previously. Choice of drugs is contingent on capacity to appropriately monitor for significant adverse effects, patient comorbidities, and preferences or values. Choices therefore subject to program and patient safety limitations. In children with TB disease who are contexts of infectious multi-drug resistant TB source cases, the source case is not isolate. Results should be used if an isolate is not obtained from the child. So the tuberculosis expert medical consultation is recommending the following steps. Step 1. Choose one later generation fluoroquinolone as levofloxacin and moxifloxacin. Step 2. Choose both of these prioritized drugs, bedaquiline or linezolid. Step 3. Choose both of these prioritized drugs: clofazimine or cyclosporine. Step 4. If a regimen cannot be assembled with 5 effective oral drugs and the isolate is susceptible, use one of these injectable agents: amikacin or streptomycin. Step 5. If needed or if oral agents preferred over injectable agents in Step 4, use the following drugs: pyrazinamide, ethambutol, or delamanid. Final step. Step 6. If limited options and cannot assemble a regimen of 5 effective drugs, consider use of the following drugs: ethionamide, impenem-cilastatin with clavulinate or meropenem with clavulinate, para-aminosalicylic acid, or high-dose isoniazid. The following drugs are not or no longer recommended for inclusion in multi-drug resistant TB regimens. For example, as amoxicillin clavulinate when used without a carbapenem, azithromycin, clarithromycin, capromycin, and kanamycin. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you soon.